good morning, and welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show. Thanks for joining us right here on Charter Channel 8, where you can see us 6 days a week. If for some reason you're busy or getting your kids off to school and miss the show that day, you can always find us on YouTube. We have our own channel called the Owatonna Today Show. You can also find us on the Third Hand Productions, the thirdhandvideo.com. That's Leanne's site. You can check us out there. She has all the most recent and even some archival shows. So if you want to go back and look at some oldies but goodies, you can do that as well. We do hope you're having a great week this week and that you're watching out for those buses, because there's a lot of kids on the streets right now. But we're also looking for other great ideas. If you've got something you would like to see on the air, or you've got an event with your area going on, let us know. All you got to do is send us an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net. You can also call us at 390-5751. Let us know what you have going on, and we'll see what we can do to get you on the air. Stick with us. Going to be a preview of the Owatonna Little Theatre of Owatonna, their season preview, as well as the home hospice. They've got their beer and wine tastings. We're going to talk about that. Stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings, I'm Laura Ressler, Director of the Steele County Historical Society, and I welcome you to our History Center. We invite you to join in all our activities events where we honor the past and look towards the future.
Hi, I'm Stan Groff, Director of Steele County Public Health and a member of the United Way Community Leadership Team. United Way focuses on the building blocks of life: education, income, and health. Our programs and initiatives prepare children from birth for academic success, well-paying jobs, and a healthy lifestyle. That's why I joined Mayo Clinic Health System and the Owatonna School District to lead this year's campaign. We invite you to invest in our community by giving to the United Way.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. We're so lucky to have Sharon with us. I'm surprised you didn't. We were just talking. She just got back from an Alaskan cruise. Surprised you didn't stay up there. You're telling me all this amazing things. The gardens and the glaciers.
Oh, would love to, but duty calls.
She does. It does. She's got a lot of stuff to do down here, including you are the secretary for the Little Theatre of Owatonna.
Executive secretary.
And so you kind of make sure everything's in its place.
I try. With a lot of help.
Yeah, it is, and there's a lot of moving parts to a theater program. But we're here to talk about this year's season, and we're getting close to a big anniversary for Little Theater, aren't we?
Yep.
What's next year
That's our 50th.
Yeah, so I'm sure you've even got plans for that already, getting things going.
There are things being tossed about.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be, I love the remarks that many of you will remember Denny Dunkirk. And Denny said when he moved to Lake Havasu, he said, "Well, Sharon, I'll come back for the 50th and they can push you and I down the aisle in wheelchairs."
Because you were two of the founding members of
No,
Little
he
Theater?
wasn't. He was in
Okay.
early, but I am one of the founders.
Yeah.
In fact, I helped organize Little Theater
Yeah.
49 years ago.
Why did you see that need in Owatonna for a theater?
Well, it actually started because in those days, back 49 years ago, most of the elementary schools did some kind of carnival for fundraisers. Oh. And Lee McMillan was the principal at Washington Elementary, and he didn't want to do a carnival. And Karen Killen and Jim had their sons were in school there, and I was very good friends with the Killens, and they got to talking, and they decided, well, let's try 3 one-act plays, and so we did. Got through those. Karen asked me to help, of course, and I did, and we got through, and they said, you know, we ought to organize a theater, and of course, back in the 40s, there was a little theater here in Owatonna, but unfortunately, it disbanded because all the guys went off to war, and it was all women. And there were a few people in the community that were involved in that. Vita Alexander, who was one of our founders, and we visited with her and a number of people, and in June of 1966 we incorporated it, started it, and our first show was that fall with Three Men on a Horse, directed by Vita. There still are a couple, 2 or 3 people living from that cast in Owatonna.
Yeah, wow. How
And-
many productions has Little Theater done? Any idea?
Well, in fact, I just did the statistics. We've done 191 shows.
Wow.
So that tells you that,
Wow.
you know.
A lot of, and what's great about the Little Theater and this program is that you pull people in from every walk of life. It's not just one group of people. You have doctors, you have factory workers, you have stay-at-home moms, you have students. It's just kind of amazing, the group of people that you pull in for the Little Theater.
Ministers.
Yep, yeah, that's true. Ministers, yeah.
I mean, it was a year ago when we did Jesus Christ Superstar. Judas was played by a minister from one of the local churches.
Well, he knew the part pretty well. I mean,
Oh,
he's familiar
yes.
with it. So,
He loved
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
and his parish, really gave him a bad time about it, but they loved it. I mean, they were there.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to another season of that, of
Yes.
bringing in old talent that has been around for a while
but
and some new talent
talent.
as well. So tell us a little bit about the season we have this year.
Well, we will open in October, the 24th, with When We Are Married, and it's actually a comedy, and we actually have a cast member sitting here with me today. Shelley is one of the cast members, so I should probably let her tell a little bit more about the show.
Well, we've started rehearsals about 2 weeks ago, and it's just a really fun show of 3 couples who celebrating their 25th anniversary. I know I look too young. It happens. And and they find out that they're actually not married because the minister at the time wasn't official. So they go through this whole rigmarole of what to do, and the boys don't want to tell the girls, but the girls find out, and the girls aren't too happy about it. And there's
very funny.
yeah, there's funny photographers, and there's newspapermen keep showing up, and the mayor tries to show up. It's just a big fun to do.
It's a fun comedy, and that's directed by Larry Ostemeyer, and that is sponsored by JC Press and Wells Fargo. Then in winter, we're going to intrigue you a little bit with the 39 Steps. And that show is sponsored by Jostens and Viricon, and that opens on February 20th. And that is a show that was originally an Alfred Hitchcock thing, and it's called the 39 Steps. It's a mystery comedy, as they say.
Oh, okay.
And then spring, we move into our family show, which is Treasure Island, which I think everybody is familiar with, and that is directed by John Terrell. I forgot to mention that the 39 Steps is directed by Linda Karnauskas. And Treasure Island is sponsored by Federated Insurance, and that opens April 17th. And then we get into summer, and that's our big musical, and that will be The Producers, directed by Jeffrey Jackson, and that's sponsored by the Wanger Foundation. And it is a good idea to get our season ticket.
Especially now,
Now, because we are doing that, and it is a savings. It's $2 off every ticket. You have priority choosing your seats. You can also go online and order your season tickets. Just go to www.littletheaterofowatonna.org, and it'll take you to it'll say season tickets. Click on that and you can order them. We do have the students, which is for admissions is $32, which would normally be $40, because our prices are $10 for students at the door and $14.
And is that college students included, or is that just high
that's
school?
high school.
Okay.
18 down.
18 down, okay.
And then we have the season, which is for admissions, and these coupons can be used for any combination.
So you could bring 4 people to one show, one person go to 4 shows.
Whatever you want to do, and that's $48. Otherwise, that would have been a $56 if you were to buy them.
Okay.
And then the twin pack is 8 admissions, which is $96.
And that's to bring a friend.
That's it. Bring a friend or significant other, your husband, wife, whatever.
Yeah.
Neighbor. And then we have what we call a patron, which is 8 admissions, and that's anywhere from $150 to $199. And our benefactor is 12 admissions, that's $200 to $299. And of course, then the Gold Star is starting at $300 or whatever, and that's 16 admissions.
And these are people who are, while in addition to getting to see great theater, because we do know that Owatonna has an amazing theater program, and we have people in television, in movies now, up in operas, up in the cities. But it also allows people to be a patron, in a sorts, of this theater program.
Yeah, it's our season ticket holders that really support LTO. Without them, it would be pretty hard to do our show.
Because even if they came every time, it would be an unknown.
Yeah. The other thing is, being a season ticket holder, as I said, 10 days before we open our box office for general admission, you do receive in the mail, it looks somewhat like this, you will get, and you return your coupons and state when you want to come, and we return your tickets. It beats standing in line, you got priority.
Yeah.
We also have gone online last year. You can, after we open the box office, which is open the Monday before the performance, the Friday or Thursday, depending. Musicals we open on Thursdays, otherwise we open Friday. You can go online and order your own tickets. The season ticket holders still have to send in their coupons, and we will return their tickets. Or you can come to the box office.
When you're open those hours?
When we're open, which is, we open the Monday prior to the show, and we're open from 4 to 6:30 Monday through Wednesday, and then on production Thursdays we're open till 7:30, and Fridays till 7:30, and we open at 4 o'clock on every day.
And now that's a lot of numbers, but all of that information is on the website.
That's correct.
Yeah,
It's
so you
all
can find that there.
It's all there. Just go to our website. Or if you have questions, don't call the box office number. Call my number, which is 451-6156, and I'll be glad to send you our flyer to become a season ticket holder, or give you any other information you want.
The box office number is more for to reserve tickets, find out information about the production.
Yeah, I mean,
but questions need to go directly to you.
They need. If you call the box office, you're going to get an answering machine, and it does not take messages.
Oh, okay. So it just gives out information is what it does.
Yes.
Yeah, so you need to call Sharon if you want that information. All right, well, I want to thank you for your time. Looks like a really fun season, kind of a big season with Treasure Island and producers. And
Yes, there are big shows this year. Treasure Island and the
getting ready for
producer.
that big 50th.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Sharon.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
having us.
Yeah,
And
no, anytime. We're going to be right back and I'll be talking with the home hospice people, so please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Have you talked to your teen lately about marijuana? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time while driving is reduced by 41% after smoking 1 joint and 63% after smoking 2, affecting the safety of your teen and others on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. We are here with two gentlemen representing Homestead Hospice House, according to Leanne. She yelled at me. Hi.
Hello.
How are you gentlemen today?
Good.
It actually does make a difference because home hospice is different than the Homestead Hospice.
Correct. There's actually, we have two programs here in Owatonna. There's Homestead Hospice House, which is a residential hospice house where individuals come and stay and receive hospice services. And then we also have our community hospice program where we go to individuals' homes, nursing homes, and assisted living and provide hospice care.
Okay, well, let's start by introducing ourselves because that was great information. But who is this guy, right? So let's find out. Introduce yourself.
Bill Donovan, and I'm the manager of Homestead Hospice House Hospice, and I should also point out we also provide home health care. And work for Alina, and we office on 26th Street, just west of the hospital, and that's where Homestead Hospice House is.
Okay, good. And then we also have with us Alden.
I'm Alden Kruschke, and I'm a member of the Community Relations Board for Homestead Hospice.
And we're here today to talk about, Alden, an event that you've got coming up. And this is the 4th or 5th annual?
I believe this will be the 5th.
Okay, so it's a big anniversary.
Well, it's new this year. It's a wine and beer tasting.
No, because you've done the beer tasting before.
In the past, it's always been a beer tasting.
And was that pretty successful?
Yes, they have been.
Yeah. So what made you decide to go out into the wine world?
Well, we're looking at, there are some folks that don't care for beer.
Okay.
And they do enjoy wine. And actually, Dave at the Cashwise Liquor, one of the sponsors, thought it would be a good idea to move it up earlier in the fall so that the craft beers are just being released.
Especially with their special flavors for the fall.
Right, for the fall. And there's a wine tasting. He has wine tastings and he draws good crowds.
Okay.
And so, and the Holiday Inn was receptive to it.
Oh, good.
So,
and when is that coming?
it's going to be Thursday, September 11th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the Owatonna Holiday Inn and Suites.
So, Bill, the event itself sounds fun, but it's actually the end result that really is the big deal. So you kind of told us a little bit about what you do, but let's go delve into a little bit deeper, because this is an actual fundraiser for the Homestead Hospice House.
Yes, it is, and it's specifically for what we call our patient care fund. When an individual comes to Homestead, most individuals we service are getting their hospice care paid for by Medicare. But what Medicare does not pay for is the room and board charge if you're staying at Homestead.
So they'll give you the health-related stuff,
Correct.
Just not the room and board.
Not the room and board.
Okay.
And so the fund was started, by the way, Homestead has been open 10 years
That is a
this
big
past
anniversary,
spring.
yeah.
And so even back when the house was first started, there was the community folks realized that there are going to be individuals who cannot afford the room and board charge, and I should point out it's $225 a day. And so a fund was created, and over the years we've done multiple fundraisers like this to raise funds and to put in an account for individuals who could not afford that. We have financial requirements that individuals have to meet to get the fund. And I should say in the 10 years we've been open and the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that we have serviced over 10 years, no one has ever been turned away because they could not afford the room and board charge.
Yeah.
And so
that's thanks to the people like yourself, Alden, and others who have stepped up and provided that money.
Absolutely, and Alden, and that's also volunteers. We have numerous volunteers as part of our program that are very active, and Alden chairs this committee, and that committee's focus is how can we look at raising funds, and we do throughout the year.
Is this your big fundraiser for the year?
That's actually the second biggest.
Okay.
We have what we call the Star of Hope, and that's a holiday season event that we do. So we do about 3 or 4 a year.
Why is it so important to have the Homestead Hospice House? What is the reason behind it?
Well, it gives families an option for end-of-life care. And by the way, I should point out there's only 6 hospice houses in the state of Minnesota.
Really?
And so generally you would have to, if Owatonna didn't have one, so we pretty much cover the southeast part of the state, the next closest one would be in the cities. So it's very unique, actually, to have a small town like Owatonna to actually have a hospice house. So it's for individuals at times when the family can no longer continue to care for their loved one at home. And so Homestead is a perfect place to come to, and Homestead is a home.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say was that's the thing that also makes it unique is that it is a home.
Absolutely, and it's totally deinstitutionalized. It is an 8-bedroom home on a beautiful 5 acres of land, literally just west of the hospital on 26th Street. And so it's an option. It's an option. We have many patients who do stay at home through their end-of-life care. As a matter of fact, the majority of them do that. But this is a place for individuals that's not an option. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful place.
And so tell me the difference between maybe having somebody in hospice, whether it's home or the homestead, and maybe being in a facility or that kind of thing at the end of life care.
Well, you have the hospice, there's a hospice team that provides care, and it is end of life care or comfort care. So when an individual chooses hospice, at that point, the decision was made that they're going to let the disease take its normal course. And then our job is then to do everything we can to keep that person as comfortable as possible. There's a hospice team that's made up of RNs. We also have a social worker, chaplain, a bereavement coordinator, and volunteers, and home health aides. That whole group will, in fact, go to the patient's home and provide services to that patient and family. The other thing unique about hospice is that we just don't provide care to the patient, we're also there to provide support for the family.
And if they're supported, they can then care for that family member even better.
Correct. Yeah. And I should point out, and that's where we're making visits. So a nurse will make a visit, a social worker make a visit, home health aide make a visit. The unique thing about Homestead is that same team is providing care, but we also have 24/7 a nurse and an aide that's in the home that providing 24 hours a day care.
Well, and Alden, this is kind of an amazing opportunity. And why are you so passionate about helping out with the Homestead Hospice House?
Oh, I've had family members that have been on hospice, and I've seen people in the community that the reaction when they're able to use the facility, and it's a rewarding feeling.
And you do volunteer out there?
Yes,
What kind of things do you do out there?
Oh, everything.
Just you're the go-to guy that you'll help out whenever you need to.
Well, there's several that do that, but.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the event again because we have a few minutes left. So it is September coming up this September 11th.
Yes, September 11th. Tickets are available at Cashwise and at the Homestead House.
Okay.
And any of the relations board can get
tickets. So if you know somebody who's on the board. And how much are tickets?
It's $10 in advance and $15 at the door.
And that sounds pretty good to have like a whole tasting of the event.
Bill or Dave informed me that they're looking for 55 wines and 40 craft beers.
Wow. Now, will there be food there too?
There will be snacks.
Yeah, you want to make sure people are balancing out their metabolism a little with all those things. And then, will there be any entertainment that day, or is that?
No, pretty much. It's the way they will have it set up is each of the distributors will have their area.
Oh, okay.
So you'll go from basically distributor to distributor.
Okay.
And you can visit with their people and
well, that's
sample
the fun part. Yeah, and sample it, but also find out a little bit more about their brewing process or their fermenting process. Yeah, that's really exciting.
And it's 2.5 hours, so
okay.
You have to pace yourself.
Alden will be there, making sure we do it all right. So if people want more information, is there a website that they can contact?
We have a Facebook
okay.
page. It's on Facebook under Owatonna Homestead Hospice.
Okay, and more information can be found there. Good. Gentlemen, well, thank you for your time today. I know this is such a great facility, and we are very, very fortunate to have it down here in Owatonna. So thank you for your time, and we'll hopefully have a good time when you're out there.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty. And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna. And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And it's time to take a quick look at some of your community service announcements. Caitlin Bockenstead, Riverbend Nature Center Public Program Coordinator, will demonstrate the uniqueness of the prairie on a fascinating hike through the Nature Center grounds. The prairie plant identification classes for adult women will be this September 11th from 5 to 7. In the evening, that is. The program fee is $10 or $8 for Riverbend Nature members. You can also join the Riverbend Nature Center staff for a fun-filled day of outdoor skill sessions, including slacklining, archery, outdoor cooking, setting up camp, knot tying, geocaching, and so much more. The Outdoor Skills Day is September 14th from 1 to 5 in the afternoon, and the activities are open for all ages, and families are encouraged to attend. Pre-registration is required by September 11th, and you can register on their website at rbnc.org. A fee of $25 is required, or $20 for Riverbend Nature members. The Steele County Historical Society is pleased to welcome Kristen Kaplan Holsworth, granddaughter of Reuben Buzz Kaplan, for a presentation and book signing coming up Thursday on September 11th at 7 p.m. in the History Center in Owatonna. Reuben Buzz Kaplan was born in 1924 in Owatonna, and his travels, he went through the Army, was in Germany, fought in World War II. And when he came home, he earned his pilot's license and pursued a life of an adventurer. He flew his airplanes in over 75 countries and 6 continents, winning numerous awards for his flights and achievements. Admission for the lecture is free for History Society members and $2 for non-members. You can enjoy that again on September 11th at 7 p.m. in the History Center. And you are invited to participate in the upcoming Living Well with Chronic Conditions workshop, Friday, September 12th from 3 to 5. You can find better ways of dealing with pain, improve nutrition, many, many other things. For more information, call 507-977-2171 to learn how to deal with chronic pain. Thanks so much for joining us right here on the Owatonna Today Show. We'll see you on Friday when we're going to be talking with Darren Reed of the Saving Drug Free Coalition, as well as a look at Steele County transitional housing. We'll see you then.